Hey y'all, welcome to Energy. All praise to the Most High. Everything is entertainment. Viewer discretion is advised. Alright, let's get into this live. Let's see. Let's see. I'm hearing this. I can't hear all of the words specifically, but I think it's like a YouTube commercial, and it says like Cirrus or Siri, why is it so cloudy or something? And it says cirrus clouds or whatever, just mean that there is a change or something like that that's happening, but it's kind of like something's happening for the good. Okay, so all right, let's start there. Let's see. Something is changing for the good. Something is changing for the good. What is that? Oh, my coffee. Yeah. Hold on. I'll be right back. I freaking put my coffee to heat it up because I love my coffee hot and forgot about it. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. How do I? Okay. So, the title of that reading was brought to us by a scripture. I don't even know if I still have it in my window. Let's see. Proverbs 16 verse 9. Okay, if you want to read the scripture that it came from, the download, it's Proverbs, what did I think? Proverbs 16 verse 9. I also heard something about, okay, so there's somebody in contemplation mode. This could be you, or this could be someone else that you're inquiring about. But somebody is in contemplation mode. Someone is in their God space, like they are creating with their higher self, with spirit. So they're in their mind, which means that most likely they're kind of tapped out of their physical environments. They may even be tapped out emotionally. So this could be someone that you can't feel or sense currently, but there's something good that's brewing. And it's almost like they're chatting it up with the Most High, talking to the big guy about their plans, about their desires, and how to carry it through. That scripture was about something being firmly established. Pretty much the way that I heard it is like the way I read it was like, yeah, totally. God will literally just pluck a desire right out of your heart, because you have all kind of desires in your heart, but treacherous things could be in there too. Everything that you're going through emotionally is in your heart space. So if you have swords in your heart, that means that you don't just have pure desires. You have some desires for possibly warfare, because there's already war in there. So you may want the end to a conflict. A lot of times those emotions, that's like the Three of Swords energy we usually get on the table when it's talking about that. And swords don't belong in the heart because it hurts. And it continuously will put an end to you, like who you're trying to be currently. But when we're trying to establish things, it doesn't mean that we want a destruction of all things of the past. It means we want to build on. We want to create from a place of satisfaction. Everything that we have that we love right now, we want to keep it, and we want to build, from that. But sometimes when you have swords in your heart, it can create this destructive energy. So if you just move from your heart blindly, it can cause you to do things, say things, move in ways that you don't want to, and it does not firmly establish what you hope it will. It actually moves and operates under the energy that the sword carried. So that's why it's important to have that thought process in between, where you can really see the meaning or the intent or even how that sword can enlighten you, because swords are clarity and truth. They're just not in the right space. The way that it was sent to you, it was meant to hurt you, but you can certainly allow God to pluck that, or you can take that sword out. That's the work I feel like you have to do. We have to do individually. Take that sword out, get the clarity. That'll bring us to peace. That'll create the perfect garden, so to speak, in our heart space for God to come right in and pluck a pure desire that doesn't have any warfare attached to it. And then, when God says it, like, it's going to be, he tell you what to do, and if you do it, it's going to happen. I mean, if you believe in God, okay? If not, this is what you do, and this is how you make things happen in your life. All right. I do not discriminate. I don't discriminate. I don't care how you think you do it, whether you believe in your higher self, a spirit, a God outside of yourself, or if you think it's all you. As long as what it is that you set out to be, who you set out to be, and what you set out to do is what you actually do and who you actually are, then I don't care how you do it. I really don't. I used to. I think God's way is easier. But I don't discriminate. In my personal opinion, God's way is easier, it's better, and it is usually so pure that you don't ever have to worry about karma. So to me, it's always better. It's always better. My life experience has shown me that, and I have chosen to do things outside of what the God I grew up with or the God in my mind and my heart would tell me to do. I've chosen to, like, rebel and do it the other way. Do it the way, really, I would say the world does it. But, yeah, it don't never work for me. It don't never work for me. Or if it does, it's short-lived, and it always comes with a bunch of strings or other things, and it just feels like it wasn't worth it. All right, so let's get started with the cards. Let's see, 7:33. We'll start the cards. I'll have the timestamps when it uploads. All right, so numbing, self-medicating addictions and irrational behavior, and peace. Okay, so that's where somebody was. So now you're at wholeness. Now you're at peace. So there is a desire that you have that I feel like you can take action on. You couldn't do it before because you were trying to, basically this looks like you were numbing yourself so that you did not act too irrationally, or you didn't do anything that you felt would connect you to something or create situations in your life that you would not be able to, like it would set you back. So you numbed yourself. Whether that means that you chose to get out of your emotions and feelings and completely close yourself off, whether that meant that you were drinking, smoking, you went to therapy, you laid in the bed, you covered your head, you cried, you meditated, you took a bath, you hugged a tree. Whatever it is that you did, you sat out in the car, you felt the breeze, you listened to music, you danced, you released. You cried, I don't know. But actually, this is more so about you letting go of your emotions. So I don't think you cry. Maybe you can't cry anymore. This numbing energy is kind of like you took it to the street. You really didn't care. So for some of you, your numbing is that you just lose. You could care less what other people feel or think about you. You're a polar bear. You went ice cold. But you stayed aware of like your tendency when you were in this space. So this is like you on the ground. This is you on the ground. But you were very aware of yourself. I feel like you basically stopped caring about what other people were going to think or what they thought, but you thought about what you really needed in that moment. It does say irrational behavior, so there was maybe some things that you did do that people would feel were irrational, but it worked for you. For some of you, you took it to God in the first place. You was like, look, I don't know how to clear this up. I don't know how to get back to you. What do I need to do? And whatever God initiated you to do, to you, it could have sounded irrational. To other people, it could have seemed irrational. But it worked. And I mean, you're smiling. You got your peace back. This says wholeness, overjoyed, and laughter. The name of the card is laughter. So you're happy. Not just at peace. Okay, period. You're not just at peace. You're not just feeling whole. You're not just like ready to take action on your goals or move toward things. You're genuinely happy, and peace means you're happy and satisfied currently in life. So I don't care how irrational or crazy or cold-hearted or cold-handed or tight-fisted, whatever the fuck it was that you did that was judged harshly. Because this, if you can see, he has a bottle on his hand and he's sitting on the street. Now you already know how people are judging this person so harshly. This is a bum on the street is how people are seeing it. And it's one of those bums that's not even nice. They're mean. They out on the street, they got a bottle in their hand. You don't know what they gonna do, if they gonna swing on you or if they gonna ask you for a few more dollars so they can get another bottle. So whatever you did, likely you could have been under some harsh scrutiny or judgment, but I really feel like you emerged not caring. And this is literally just the second card, so it's not a whole lot that happened in between you being mean and irrational or doing whatever the fuck you wanted to do and not giving a fuck what people thought about you, and your wholeness. Like, it feels like, I don't know, you saved time. Time is money. You didn't waste it sitting around. Yeah, you didn't waste it sitting around sipping, drinking from all of these cups. You didn't get too nosy. You didn't have to see. Okay, see, this is what I feel. Whatever it was that you were drinking on, you already knew who sent you or who gave you those sores while you were in that place where you were feeling like that in the first place. So all you did was get your peace. You already got your peace. Whoever I'm talking to, you've done this already. I feel like that's what God was telling you. Maybe your heart's desire actually was pure. I just want these sores to no longer be able to live here anymore. However it is that people think that they can send me Three of Swords energy, I just want to end that. For some of you, that's what it was. You just don't want any outside emotional attacks because you aren't sending any. And somehow you were keeping yourself open and available to receive it. So those are sneaky people who hide their swords behind their back. They were coming in with smiles, but their energy held other things. Okay, and you took that bottle and you poured everybody a little cup of their own, like a dose of their own medicine. Messing with your head again, dose of your own medicine. Everybody got a dose. And you didn't have to look in each individual cup to see, okay, now what is God telling me to do? How is this really going to affect you? What's going to happen to you? What's going on in your life? Tell me everything. Nope. It says, this is how you got out of this. Oh, they drank it up, though. They drank it up. It was hot, too. It was hot, too. You serve your people hot. That means you could have been feeling like you were literally on the ground, so that's like hell. That's like hell. But you were a polar bear, ice. Polar bears and hell are devils. They're just there to monitor, just there to make sure that everything's clear, that they're aware, that they're in control, that they're dominating whatever this situation is in their life. But they're not. The flames are just warm. Their veins are ice. The flames are warm. They're not bleeding out, and they're not literally being destroyed by the fire. The demons are. The wild beasts are. But you're a polar bear. So you're protected down there. So karma. There's a song. Panda, 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 panda. I don't know, maybe listen to that song Panda, but it's just keep playing in the background of my mind, and it is this polar bear, and I think you see his chain. So something about this Panda. I always get that song when I see this card, but it's always like relevant. So anyway, Whoever you were serving this back up to, they couldn't wait to get these cups. They could not wait to get these cups. People in hell want ice water. They was, oh my God. They could not wait to drink. But it was hot. This is basically whatever it was that they were sending out, it went back to them. Nosy, spreading rumors, and gossiping. Okay, so probably everything that everyone had to say about you that got you in that space or feeling some type of way, it's like they had a dose of their own medicine. Trying to fuck with your head again, so you just sent it back. All you did was spit back at them whatever the hell it was they thought they were sending to you. And let's see how it worked out. Because for you, what they sent to you, I don't know if you know if this was a thank you. It don't seem like it. It seemed like karma. Why else, polar bear or not, why the hell you in hell? Why you on the ground? So whatever they sent to you, I don't think it was meant for you to feel good and this. You were not supposed to be happy. You're not supposed to feel whole. You wasn't supposed to be overjoyed and smiling from the inside out. Your soul was not supposed to be rejuvenated and you're just having a good time. They wanted to see you slumped over and done for life is what it really looked like. But you didn't care what it looked like. And it really had no bearing on what God's plan was for you. So here you are, happy, overjoyed, and smiling. But let's see how they're doing after taking a dose of their own medicine. Where are they currently? Okay, we got squad up in reverse. Feeling disconnected, separated from possibly their soul tribe, and feeling like they've lost close friends. Underwater. Okay, they're in their emotions. So whatever the emotions or feelings that someone intended for you to be in, they're in. And you could be more in like a mental space, okay? You're like in your head space. I think it's you. It's you that is taking a break from your emotions because your emotions are sound and solid. You're on solid ground. Even if you're still sitting on the ground, like you haven't really taken action, you really haven't moved yet. Yesterday the sun was out, so I feel like today with all of these clouds, this feels like that break, that serious cloud. There's something serious cloud, okay? There's some change, that there's thought processes, the wheels are turning in the brain. So the sun will probably be out tomorrow. But right now, while you're contemplating, whoever expected you to be in your emotions, that's what they're in right now. It's funny. I feel like somebody wanted to restrain you, kind of forcibly get you in your feelings and get you stuck there. And they're stuck there. And whoever this is, they're kind of like emotionally overwhelmed and underwater because of their desire for you. They have desires for you that they want to explore, but they don't feel good about exploring them anymore. All right, let's get tarot. No, let's pull the shadows out first, y'all. Tell me about that kinky ways. Now, that is the devil energy. So this could be, okay. Yeah, but see, this devil is hot. You're ice cold. There is a difference. Ooh, never heard that before. Hold on, I'll be right back. Sorry, y'all. I didn't know that I was gone that long. Oops. But my son is up now, so let's make this short and sweet. He probably about to order his breakfast shortly. I wanted to go out to eat, but it is so dreary. That don't mean nothing, but we'll see where he is emotionally. I feel like everybody be stepping in these puddles every time the sun don't come out. All right, but anyway, let's get back to this. So yeah, this kind of feels like somebody, I don't know, it's like two devils, two bosses, two alphas, two, you know, I don't know, authority figures, or you're the head of your life, or you feel pretty much in control, right? One, this is what they came there for. Maybe this is where they stay. This is someone, like, they like the low-hanging fruit. They prefer for people to meet them on this low vibrational level, like meet me on the ground. I'll have a conversation with you down here on the ground. 3D. Like, you got to be real with me. Kick it with me for real. They don't want to get into all of the feelings and emotions. They don't want to get all wrapped up into that. And I don't feel like you were. Maybe this is both of you. Or there could be a lot of people in this situation. Yeah, there could be more than one person in this situation. I feel like the two of you, tell me, okay, so you're not doubting yourself anymore. If this is you, you could be either or. But whoever I'm talking to, you're one of these bosses. Or you are like, this is your cycle here. Something about this, like you're the main characters, but there's two of you. And it looks like both sides of you, like you're opposite or something. Or you could just be in opposite energies. You're feeling things differently. You're in different spaces. Somebody could be fully in their feelings, but they still dominate when they're there. And someone could be completely and totally like ice cold. They're there to pretty much, like I said, keep the peace. Keep order. Man, there's so many ways I could read this because the mind is so complex. But this could also be one very complicated, multifaceted individual. And this is both sides of you. Keeping it cool when you need to. Turning up the heat when you have to. I heard whip ass. It's like, literally whip ass. Reaping. Okay, especially if it's people that's been attacking you. You dealt with your feelings first. You got to a place where it didn't hurt. You got to a place where it was funny and cool. And then you didn't just like leave it there. You went in. You said, okay, now your turn. I drank of those cups. Okay, I ate of that. I ate it. Your turn. They can't do it. They can't handle it. And you're like, oh, okay. So if you cannot handle what you dish, you had no business dishing it. Your ass is mine. You owe me. Pay me what you owe me. For my wasted time, for my time on the ground, for these feelings and emotions that I had to work through. I did work for you. Pay me what the fuck you owe me. And you're no longer doubting yourself. You know what you know. But you don't have to like fully immerse yourself in it emotionally. Yeah, gargoyle protection. Actually, you being aware of your feelings, or if this is another person, like you could be a couple, and these are people getting in the way of your connection or your whatever this is. It could even be a friend or a family member, but somebody is causing issues with rumors and gossiping, causing separations and divisions. So I feel like you getting out of your feelings help you to shore up in your mind what was the truth. And if this is another person or the other side of you, also still being aware of your feelings or being fully immersed in them is what created this protective barrier. It says like somebody created the code from what it was that like you gave information, you gave clarity, and someone knew to like, they went ice too. Frozen. It could be two of you, and you're letting go of a situation and all of the messy individuals and people in between, or you're just letting go of all of the things that don't add to your wholeness, joy, or your smile. If it's not making you happy, if it's not fulfilling you, if it's nothing that you're interested in or that you want to explore, you're just not giving your attention, your emotions, your feelings, you're not bleeding out for it anymore. Tell me about the people underwater. We have demon in reverse. Okay. You gave them wings. I don't know what ego they were trying to hold on to, but it's gone. Demon in reverse. I was saying that you guys are coming up, or you're coming up as the devil here. I'm going to read it as two people. But it could definitely just be you. You'll know. This may be people under the guy. I don't know. Demon. What's demon in reverse? Okay, yeah, necromancer. Um, they're deeply immersed in their feelings. They're soulless. They're not grounded anymore. They've been ungrounded. They got to find their soul. So that these you have the people who were doing this to you, they're trying to find their truths all over again. They lost their identity. They lost their ego. They lost their ego. They, whatever identity they were using, but see, this is underground activity. So the egos that they were operating under, it's like they were being stealthy. It was hidden, or maybe it was shady under the table. Don't let these people have been in your energy, playing in your shadow energy, and you came down and became aware of it, and now they're scattering and out of their bodies because they don't know what, they didn't have no business being and doing whatever the hell they were trying to be and do. And they was acting up while they were down there too. This don't make sense. What's Black Cat in reverse? Thought that they were being elusive or mysterious. Thought that they were, you know, like under the radar, that it wasn't being seen, that they were spreading these rumors or spreading this gossip, that they kept your name in their mouth, or they kept talking about, they kept trying to bring things back to life, bring things back up from the dead. It's like they sacrificed, gave their life in order to bring something back from the dead. And it feels like if they did, it's really just a version of you that is completely whole and could care less about them or anything that they do. And that's like an ending to their ego. So they were there to trigger you. They were in this space. Somebody put themselves in a space to create some kind of upheaval or distress for you, but nothing. My heart so cold. Something. You so cold. Your heart so cold. Your veins so cold. They just made a bolder, colder, pretty much even like a meaner version of you. Like your niceness. It's not safe for you to be nice when you have people who will literally sacrifice their life to affect you negatively. That is a kind of desperate, like that's a different kind of entity. Those are different kind of. That was my alarm for school. I just went to school because I just learned something. Yeah, I don't know anybody that would like sacrifice goodness and ease and satisfaction, a good life, to try to trigger somebody else horribly. Like, why aren't you just living your happy life? That don't make sense. So maybe whatever they thought they had is not really what they had, which is why when you came down and claimed your power, or you stood in your power, and they had no choice but to get up out of there because it was too hot. They could not stand the flames. So your temper came with you. Your anger came with you. This is a reckoning that they went through, but they weren't prepared for it. And when this burned them up, that's why they don't have anywhere to go, because they had already abandoned their truth a long time ago. They don't even know where their truth belongs, where their truth really is, their home. These are individuals who feel like they don't have a home. So either they don't believe in God, so it's not like they can go, you know, you can always go to God and say, God, remind me of who I am. Put me back, you know, where I'm supposed to be. That's not their keeper. Maybe their keeper is family, but they could have divisions. We do have that. So something about what they were doing down here is like they caused divisions between them and the people that they care about, or they care about them, the people that put them back together. If it's not God that you go to, that's your home, then it's literally your home. It's your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your cousins, your aunties, whoever the people are that raised you or loved you or support you, that have your back. The people that are always there, no matter how long you're away, when you come back, they've got your back, or they can help put you back together. It's your safety net, your support system. Whoever this is, they ended their support system or caused a division by what they were choosing to do, this warfare that they chose. And they were seen, but they thought they were being stealthy. So they got caught. They felt like this was a worthy sacrifice because they would never get caught. Nobody could see them or nothing, but that's not the truth. They were seen. All right, what's laughter? And you had already let it go. So they had nothing. If they thought that they were going to cause, like, be sneaky and cause this issue with you, and then you would act out or whatever you did, which you didn't do, or maybe you did, but you didn't care about it. But either way, they thought they were going to be able to clock you or pin you on something, but there's nothing. There's nothing, because you had already let go of every emotional upheaval that they were trying to put you through. They were the ones that were actually in their feelings, so they're the ones that I feel are receiving some kind of reckoning from you, or by your ability to just walk away from this without letting go of your judgment. That's the leash, you know? It's like you've already made a judgment call. You've already sent out karma. You've already told the cops who's guilty and who's not. And so you don't have to stay here while they blow up the spot, while they kick in the door. You don't have to be there while they raid the trap. Procrastination. You could have done this a long time ago. So, oh, you were patient. This is why you were very patient. This is a situation you were very patient. You did not act irrationally, is what I'm getting. You took your time. You took your time before saying goodbye. You took your time before closing the door. I mean, you really took your time. I'm not even talking about the time period where you weren't sure and you were doubting yourself. I'm talking about when self-doubt was in reverse. There was literally not a doubt in your mind that these motherfuckers was trying to do something to you. They were fucking with you. They were emotionally bullying you or operating under some kind of negative or demonic entity. You were aware that these people, or this person, this feel like people though, multiple people. You already knew. And you already could see what their actions were doing. But there's something here with this water that's like empathy or sympathy. You may have felt sorry or felt moved, like you had pity for them. Maybe you could see what situation they were in. You understood possibly what they were going through emotionally. So you were given it time. The prodigal son. You met these people when you were not home. You were like on the run from home. These are like pigs. I was getting the prodigal son. Like he squandered his inheritance. He squandered his inheritance. Something about that visually. I can't remember the whole scripture because this is biblical. Somebody's life is biblical. It's playing out biblically. So I'm just getting like bits and pieces of scripture that keep giving the storyline. But it's like kind of being at the bottom of the barrel with people because you understood their plight, even though that's not your home. That's not really where you live. That's not like really how you feel. That's not really how life works out for you. But there was something going on in your life at the time that you understood, like you could empathize with them. But you sat there for a very long time, even though like you already knew you could get out of this. But maybe you were trying to get these individuals out of it too. Or you were just being extremely patient. And then at some point, you stop doubting yourself that these people were just going to continue to do what you were doing as long as you were doing it. Okay, so they were like mimicking you. If you were numbing and pretending like everything was fine and like you didn't know what was going on and it's all cool, they were doing the same thing as you. So something just kept going on and on and on because of the lie. And your lie was like a sacrifice. Okay, they were doing the same thing you were doing. Your lie was like a sacrifice. You were trying to be empathetic. You were sacrificing your truth, sacrificing what you really want to say, what you really want to do, how you really want to move, because you were hoping that this would create some kind of opportunity or time for someone to change their mind, change their ways, do something differently. But you accepted the truth, or you like listened to yourself. Something was telling you, no, these people are doing this on purpose. They're going to continue to do this. It doesn't matter what you do. You can be nice. You can be mean. It doesn't matter. You might as well just be your truth. You might as well live the life that was meant for you. You might as well feel the way you were meant to feel. You might as well heal and go on back to wherever the fuck you come from, where it's not hell. Because nobody wants to stay ice cold for life. But you would have to in this environment just to stay alive. That's why their egos keep dying, because they don't have that kind of protection. They can't go cold. They haven't dealt with all of these feelings and emotions to heal their soul so that they can get blessed with ice water and ice in their veins. Ice water is a temporary fix. Being ice cold is a protection for your soul that don't go away. Every time you come down to play on the fucking ground, iced. Wholeness, peace, free to move and do whatever the hell you want to or need to, but it has no effect on you. And it's like you take off that ice layer, you take off those clothes when it's time for you to save your soul and go home. So you were procrastinating on saving your soul because maybe you felt like you might save another. All right, well, the wait is over. And it feels like you don't feel bad about it. But maybe that's what the time. You took the time. So you did. You like, whoo, boy, did you take time. You invested in something until your mind could be free and clear. Because you didn't want this emotional upheaval within you where you felt guilty. You will stay. You will see something through to the very, 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 very end. And it doesn't mean that they've changed or anything is different with them. It just means that you know that you've done all that you could do. You've done all that you can do before you say goodbye, because it just needs to feel good to you. So you got closure. And it doesn't feel like you got it in a conventional way, but it really doesn't matter. Game over. I'm seeing Saw. People had some bad habits or attachments that they would have to let go of in order to pretty much get out of this with you. But they were holding on to these attachments. It's like, Saw, you've got to sacrifice something. So for some of them, it was that ego, but maybe, I feel like they sacrificed their souls. You didn't need to do that. Don't ever do that. Don't ever sacrifice your soul. That's gold. That's gold. Golden. Golden. They let go of the wrong thing. They sacrificed the wrong thing. You need to cut off your arm. You need to cut off your leg. You need to cut off that person. You need to cut off that man. You need to cut off that woman. Okay, do that. But don't ever leave your soul. Always keep your soul intact. Okay, they didn't learn that. But I feel like that was a lesson. Or that's what could have been seen. Because it feels like you were taking a lead. And there was an example to be seen. but I don't know if they followed it. 9/11 is on the clock. Oh, this is 2 towers coming down. I said it could be 2 people. This is 2 towers. This is 2 towers. So you have built something. You have created something. Whether it's what you've done in your internal house or what it is that you have built or created physically. So it could be your internal house. Okay, it could be what's going on in the inside of you that people can't see because you're iced. It could be what's going on in your physical life. It could be the shiny things or the nice things or whatever that people are seeing, your accomplishments or whatever on the outside. Doesn't matter. Inside, outside, there are 2 towers here. For some of you, it's both. If it's just you, then it's both. But for some of you, you know, like I said, you could be a couple. It could be a relationship. Feminine energy creating gold internally. Masculine energy racking it up physically. Getting the bag, getting to the bag physically. Making it happen physically. Defying the odds. Either way, these people, maybe that was what the war was about. Either taking your place or trying to get you to stay. But everybody had to get out. So this looks like these are 2 towers that were meant to stand. But you had people in your midst. People in the basement that did not belong there. And they're out now, vulnerable, insecure, self-doubt, low confidence, cowardice, low energy, disbelief, and abuse of power. They feel now that they feel like victims. They're taking on the victim role. They can't believe it. How dare you? They have low energy because of what they were sending you, the warfare. The ice protected you from bleeding out. Even if you bled out, you bled internally. It wasn't anything that came out for them to feed off of. So they got nothing. And they're in disbelief that this whole thing that they've chosen to do, that it didn't work. Somebody gave up everything to try to take you down. And they're in disbelief. So now they see you as powerful and they feel that you are more powerful than them. This is falling here on the demon energy, demon in reverse. Because now they feel like they got to be nice. I think they were beating you up so that you would stay nice, but you went ice. So now they don't know what to do other than be nice. Somebody's afraid of you. Because you were in the same place that this person was, but you learned from whatever it was that they were doing to you. You figured out how to outwit it and defeat it. This is the 8 of Swords that's in reverse. Instead of being in whatever energy they were hoping to have you in, it says productivity. So you found productive. You found ways to make what they were sending you useful to you, beneficial to you. You released it, letting go. I said Frozen. That's a song. It's a kids movie. Letting go, let it go. I love that song. Release, regaining awareness, freedom, survivor. You let go of self-limiting beliefs. Your hope returned to you. Your peace returned to you. You were free from this situation. You're a survivor. You literally could sell a story of victimization if you wanted to, but that doesn't make you feel powerful. So, yeah, you didn't choose to, but honestly, you're just as much of a victim. If we want to put that label on you, we could say that you're just as much as a victim as whoever this was that is calling themselves a victim now. It was like them, they pitted themselves. It was like you or them. They made you choose. That's why you feel very good about the choice that you made. It was like you had there's no other way. This person forced you to choose between them and you chose yourself. But this was meant to be a trap. The 8 of Swords is meant to be a trap. It's meant to keep you stuck and caught up in your emotions. So it was meant to make you feel like a victim, which would put you in this powerless energy. But instead, You masterfully transmuted that victimization energy and turned it into power. Your pain is your power. And it caused the tower for whoever this is that tried to attack you and cause you this pain. I'll drink for that. And cheers to whoever else here went through something like that. You turn pain into power. And I heard thank you next, but not even like in a relationship. It's kind of like, give me some more. It's almost like, I don't know. It's like you fed. You ate. Every time I pop out, you know I ATE, you ate that shit. And actually, it made you feel good. It could have like reinvigorated something in your life. We had numbing. So there was something, I don't know, maybe numbing can sometimes just be boredom. So it was like, thanks for the ride. Thanks for the fun. I had a good time. Good night. It's like the worst night of their life. The worst date of their life. Like, it's a massacre. This was a horrifying. But for you, it was like, I had a great time. Thank you. Bye. Oh my God, I'm such a bad bitch. And you could be a man. I'm sorry. You could be a man, but it's like, yeah, I really am that nigga, ain't I? You know, and you smiling. I'm again smiling. Thank you for the ride, guys. Thank you. I had a great time. Thank you. These people are dumbfounded. Pissed the fuck off. Lord. Everyone that calls on the name of the Lord will be saved. All right, what's the Seven of Pentacles? What's going on? Seven of Pentacles. Ooh, Seven of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. Somebody practical, someone who's determined, someone who's been putting the work in, someone who invests. This could be a mother. This could be a mother figure. Or you're nesting. Like you've been cultivating good ground, good life. You've been sowing good seeds. Man, nurturing, healer, practical, homebody, homemaker, working parent, financial provider, organized, socially conscious. This feels like a single mother. You've been doing the work, yes. Your actions are blessed, yes. Okay, but there's still something you haven't received, but it just feels like you are happy enough, content enough, things are going well enough that it's okay that you haven't received this yet. In fact, you may not even be anxious about it or anything. The Queen of Pentacles is not an anxious energy. The Queen of Pentacles is actually the pre-Empress energy. So you could be nesting and impressing yourself until that may be what you're waiting on. You prepared yourself for likely if this is a person, like I said, it could be a couple. Maybe you're not even together, but you're preparing yourself. Or, I don't know, preparing a place, preparing a space in your heart, in your life, physically, for somebody. So maybe this was preparation. Got you ready for what's next. So, okay. The desire of your heart. Whatever your heart's desire was, there was a preparation process, because whatever you asked for, there would be a whole war against it. But if you've already defeated the warfare mentally and emotionally, then it doesn't matter what they try to do physically. It would all fail. That's why the weapons that no weapon formed against me shall prosper, they won't even be formed when you've already done the work mentally and emotionally to outwit and defeat it. Every time they get ready to put it together, it'll crumble apart because it can't. It doesn't have a foundation. The foundation is the mind and the heart. It's energy first. It's what you can't see. Then physical manifestation. It becomes a reality. But it has to start somewhere. But they can't even get it started. That's like trying to start a fire, but you've already decided that wood is soaked. It's soaked to the fucking core. It will never be sparked. So they can try as much as they want to in the dark to try to start these fires and to light these bombs. It'll never fucking happen. Never. So I feel like you have weathered the storms of something in your life that you asked for. You have a desire, and it's like you've done all of the work mentally and emotionally to completely dead any kind of rebellious activity against it in the future. It can't manifest. That means that whatever you're getting, this is a real harvest. It's not one of those like, oh wow, I'm so happy, and then 2 days later it's like, oh yeah, girl, that wasn't shit, or yeah, man, that fell through. No, no, not whoever I'm talking to. I'm talking about, like, yeah, you've been putting the work in. The Queen of Pentacles is known to be a very hard worker. In fact, the Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy, but they hard workers, like they even get a lot of, they're considered to be masculine signs, and that's just because of the work that they put in, how hard they work. We have Sagittarius, Capricorn energy too on this day. Excuse me. So maybe you could be an earth sign or a fire sign, but you've been really investing or working diligently, working hard to put in and to solidify something in your life. And now you are ready for whatever it is that's next. And the whole war that was waged against it, like what war? There is no war anymore. So the doors are opening for something in your life that I feel like it was closed at first. All right, let's end this out. My son is really being patient. He must not be hungry yet. He ain't even come in here. Knight of Wands, passion, energetic, bravery, fearless, confident, hero, rebellious, and inspired action. Whatever you ask for, I feel like it's coming in quick. I feel like it's pursuing you. Look at you. So keep doing whatever you're doing. Look how focused you are. Both of these cards, they're focused in the same direction. This is even, this means a lot to me too, because the Queen of Pentacles is the pre-empress energy. You could be a pre-emperor as well, but what you've been doing is sowing seeds. This, you only need one more level up to take on this empress or emperor role. But the 7 means that you are manifesting it. You're creating it. So this was your heart's desire that you've been cultivating and practically working on. And God is plucking that for you. God's been already telling you what to do. You've already been doing it. So pretty much now it just seems like you're focused on doing the same thing you've been doing while you wait, because that's what the 7 of Pentacles is about. Waiting to receive, harvesting, reaping your harvest. It's going to come out of nowhere. You're not even focused on it, but it's pursuing you. It's coming towards you. If this is money, if this is love, it is pursuing you. It's coming for your ass. You don't have to run after it. Is that really how things tend to be in your life? Because even this warfare felt like it came for you. You didn't call for it. You didn't send for it. It came for you. You look like somebody that pretty much you ask for what you need, and when you receive it, you keep your head down and you make it work. And you do what you need to, and you stay thankful. You stay in a space of gratitude. You appreciate. And people hate because of that. You probably just be chilling until it's something more. Something more comes banging at your door, and you're passionate about it, or it's exactly what you asked for, or it comes in to save the day. There's some kind of inspired action. It makes you want to get into it or take action on it, and you do. And then it works out well for you. So I feel like something is going to play out just like that. We have the moon in reverse, so if this has been hidden, things that have been hidden are coming to light. Gaining clarity, releasing fear, finding the truth, suppressed emotions, conquering anxiety. This could be you getting yourself out of this grave here. This is graveyard activity. It's graveyard activity. It's on the ground, and people acting weird and wonky and crazy. We got demons and devils all over the place. This is dark. It's dark. It's dark. But with the moon in reverse, we just had a full moon too. We just saw it. We went out late, and I don't know if Liam did something or if something just happened, and I was like, what the heck is going on? And I looked up at the sky and it was a full moon. I was like, oh, okay. Let's get our ass in the house. Period. We're done. But anyway, full moon activity. Just bonkers. These moon cycles and all of this stuff that we talk about in astrology, and I don't know a whole lot about it. I don't go super deep into it, but a lot of that is all about, it's the entities. It's trying to help us to understand how these things, these emotions, these waves of, these waves of emotion, the wave of fear, the wave of scarcity, just how these emotions and entities operate behind the scenes, what you can expect, because people who are not fully in their bodies, they're just going along with whatever the spirit of the world is bringing. Spirits, entities, they're just following along these karmic timelines that these entities have created. But the moon is above all of it. So something was enlightened for you through the darkness. You get a lot of enlightenment probably in the darkness. So this is why you were here. This is why you were in this graveyard. It's like your resting place. But you know what happens when you rest? You get into observation mode. You are able to take in a lot of information. And because your veins are cold, because your heart is cold, because you are not emotionally available down there, then you are able to receive a lot of information without caring. And then when you get your wings and you go back to your truth, you can figure out what to do. But you got more information. There's so much grit and information and nutrients in the ground and the dirt of it. You like got it out the mud, literally. Because nobody else down there is trying to do. They're all trying to attack, and they're scared, and they're worried, and they're fighting, and they're competing, and all of this. And here you are reaping. Here you are in the soil building, because you got to build from the ground up. Your foundation is deep. If you're a tree, your roots run deep. This is not like you just picked up a tree from somewhere else and sat it on top of the ground and you're going to climb up it and build a tree house now and think that it's going to stand. No. You literally, is this a shovel in it? Yeah. Hello? You got in that dirt. You got in that ground. So something is very sound. Something is very sound, and the foundation is very secure. So, yeah, you're going to get more information. That could be what's pursuing you first, is this enlightenment. You've been so busy keeping your head to the ground that it's time for you to wake up now, I think. It's time for you to get this clarity. It's time for you to release your fear. Get to the truth. Release your suppressed emotions and conquer your anxiety regarding something. Because the Seven of Pentacles, you know what comes after the Seven of Pentacles? The Eight of Pentacles. So if the Seven of Pentacles, if this energy doesn't come in and inspire you to move or take your wings and fly, then what you're going to end up doing, if it's not enough for you, then it's the Eight of Pentacles. You're just going to go back to work and get it done your fucking self. That's what it is. But the Seven of Pentacles, this is your patience. It hasn't ended yet, but you are in that space where it's like, okay, I'm waiting. See, that's what it is too. That's why you're on the ground. So I feel like God is about to enlighten you. No, you don't have to take it into your own hands, your old impatient ass. I'm working on it. I said what I said. I said I was going to do it for you. I said I was going to make it happen. What are you? You're not complaining, though. You're not complaining. That's what I'm getting. You're not complaining. You're content, you're at peace, and you're having a good time, but you are waiting for something. So I feel like if this is you and you've been waiting on God, but you about at that, you know, you got like one last straw before you be like, okay, let me see what I can do on my own. God's coming for you. Or whatever this is that you asked for is pursuing you. So, yeah, because that is anxiety. When you get to, you'll go back into the cycle of wondering and worrying, and to give up that fight, you might just do it yourself. So be careful of that too. That's a trap. We do have this Nine of Wands here. which could be like someone who is kind of looking for that in your energy, some kind of wavering or emotional imbalance, tempering, just to tempt the scales. It's because of where you are. I'm telling you, everybody in hell ain't there because, you know, they just taking care of their business. They worried about everybody else's business, especially yours. This sipping, gossiping. And if you do get to the Eight of Pentacles, do it with a good mind. Like, do it with an open heart for God, because God could still come into your life while you in the midst of taking things into your own hands and just make it easier for you. It doesn't mean that you have to stay stuck and not do anything. But if you are content or solid, you know, doing what you're doing currently and being where you are vibrationally, if it's easy for you, if you feel safe, if you feel, like I said, you're at peace and you're at ease, there's no need for you to push yourself unless you really want to. But I feel like whatever this is that's coming for you, it's coming for you wherever you are. Whether you decide to sit still and wait, or if you decide to continue to push forward. Eight of Pentacles, maybe turn it up a notch. Whatever you choose to do, it can't go wrong for you. And you know that because you are doing something for the ground. So I feel like that was part of the plan the whole time. Faith is something that is beautiful, but it can also be shaken because there is room for doubt. It's built on what you can't see. But when you're literally like creating something with your hands, like you're getting your hands in the clay, you're doing the work, like you're not just hearing God say, oh, this is what I'm doing for you, but you're getting the direction from God, and then you're actually taking action to do it. You know for sure where you are and why things are getting better for you. So you won't, it's not really even faith that it's not faith based. This is just reality. You know the results of something, which means that you can recreate it anytime you want to. I don't know, it's just really solid. Yeah. All right, last card. Someone feels that their attempts have failed. They're not receiving they're receiving a lack of recognition, no rewards. They feel like they're having this fall from grace. But whoever this person is, they're disappointed but also conceited. So maybe they have a inflated sense of value for you personally. Or there's something here, they want recognition for something that you don't see. You could be a Leo. Strength in reverse. And the Six of Wands in reverse. This may be someone, I don't know. You're a Leo or they're a Leo. But whoever this person is, they're feeling vulnerable, insecure, and they're seeing you as abusing your power. They feel like you have power or authority, which typically people always kind of feel Leos do. It's just your... it's your ego, your persona, your zodiac sign. It's what do they call it? Rumors, gossiping. It's what people say. I don't know. It's like judging a book by its cover. It's what's perceived, or I can't grasp that word. All right, so that may be one of the main individuals that was coming for you. A Capricorn, the Devil, and the Upright. Yeah, I don't know. This person here thought that you were like in some kind of bondage or discontentment, and they thought you were like powerless or something like that, like you were feeling restricted. So this could have been someone that was literally attempting to like assist you or help you in some way, and you could have rejected it. or you didn't need it. So someone's experiencing like a fall from grace. I don't know why that came out at the end, Spirit. I'm about to end the reading. That feel like a whole different situation. So it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. Everybody, you know, mind. Double energy is the mind, the matrix of the mind. So yeah, it's just a lot of people in their heads right now. But it feels like a lot of truth is coming out, and maybe you're not even having to do anything to make it come out. Things are being seen and known about you. People are understanding things about you, and you're not having to say or do anything. You're just doing you. You're focusing on you, and it's working. It's working. The whole reading was about you receiving the next step, or, you know, God literally taking a desire from your heart and then telling you what to do to actualize it. And I feel like it's already been happening for you. That's what you're continuing to do. But maybe this cleared up some of what was like trying to get in the way of it. It's like what was happening on the bottom level of hell while you were on the top level. There's an underground corporation and there's an overhead corporation. You were at the hell headquarters. And okay, you're getting ready to move on. Transition, letting go of hatred, moving on, leaving behind relief and journey. This was a journey. And like I said, it was a journey to the other side because there were some things that you needed to see for yourself and solidify, and you did that. All right, you guys, I'm going to leave this reading here, leave this energy here. Don't forget to like the live. Thank you for all of you that already did. And hit the bell notification so you know when I go live. I typically do daily. So I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.